Nuts. Are you angry about that? You upset by that? That all your work is given away free?
We sell out stadiums now, dude.
So that's how you make your money. But what about these? But what about these bands who come out now? They don't get the $15 million cushion like Nirvana got. Because
no, not really.
It's pretty sad, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know what it's like to be young and in a band now. I only know what it's like to be in this band. And the way we do it, we just, like the new record, we made it in my garage. It was like, how can we make this interesting? How can we do it so that it's not like the last 6 times we've done it? And how can we do?
Why do we care that you made it in a garage? Does it make it sound better, the record?
I think so.
Does,
yeah. Why? Because it's in a garage?
Because it sounds different than every other record on the radio.
It has character to it.
Yeah.
Plus, we did it to tape. We didn't use any computers or anything like that.
Why? Why do we care about that?
Because the last thing in the world you want to hear in a rock and roll band is, imagine if, you know that Pro Tools stuff everyone uses?
Yeah.
Imagine if you put, like, a Beatles album into Pro Tools and smoothed out all the vocals and gridded all the drums to make it sound perfect. It wouldn't swing like a Beatles record, you know?
I see. So by using tape, you have less flexibility and it's more the original sound.
It's kind of like, you know, rock and roll used to be this really honest thing, and every band had their own feel and their own sound, and you could hear little mistakes every time you listen to the record, a new one every time, or which was the character, which was the fucked up tooth, or the weird eye or whatever. Now, when a band makes a record, they go in and they fix all that stuff. So anything that gives something personality is taken out.
So this is in an actual garage. When you say you made it in your garage, you mean you had to go to the garage? You didn't go to the basement? You went to the garage?
Yeah.
Because the garage has good acoustics?
I don't have a basement.
Where is this garage? I mean, where are you living?
My house.
Your house. And,
it must be a nice garage.
Yeah.
It's not like a garage.
This is a fucking studio.
It's got a Learjet in it.
Yeah. Where'd you put the car?
Harleys.
Where do you put your car when you have your band in their garage?
Right around my massive fountain statue in the circular driveway.
Do you have neighbors or do you have a big lot of land? I mean, I would be annoyed.
Bunch of land.
Yeah, because I would be annoyed if I was your neighbor and all night long.
I
didn't hear a thing.
I'd be these fucking
they're
musicians.
a quarter of a mile away.
I'd be like, hey, I got to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. I don't want to hear you guys playing all night.
No.
And when you make a record now in a garage, does it like does Taylor go in and do his own drums by himself, or does the whole band get together and record the thing at once?
Well, the way we did it is we had Taylor in the garage, and then I had my office upstairs, which turned into the control room. And so I would play guitar up there. We tried to isolate everything. So Nate and I would play. So you go up in the bedroom.
Taylor's in the garage.
It's like the Partridge Family.
Yeah, we're all on headphones, and
it sounds like fun.
Wow,
it was great.
Does your wife get annoyed?
No,
she was cool.
Don't you need? We have to talk about chicks. Don't you need new young chicks in your life to inspire this music? It is about youth. It is about.
I can't write about chicks anymore.
Those are your girlfriends. Oh, I didn't realize you have wives and girlfriends.
I can't. It's hard for me to write about chicks.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, Nirvana didn't write about chicks, right?
I never really wrote about chicks.
You never did?
That song Everlong was about a chick.
Who was that about? The first wife?
That song was about a girl that I was dating right after my divorce.
It's one of your best songs. Maybe you should write about chicks. I like it.
I gotta say that song probably became most famous because of the acoustic version I did here.
You did.
I'm not kidding.
That
like
was
being
great.
here and doing that. That's
we owe you.
I owe you like $10 million.
I owe you because... Okay, I'll take it.
No.
I owe you because it was one of those highlights that we played over and over again.
I can't even believe it.
I mean, does she know it's about her?
Other people picked up on it.
What was so great about this? You were really in love with her and she dumped you?
No.
No? What?
No.
What happened?
Come on.
I had just gone through a divorce and we were dating, and I realized, like, why am I
getting married again?
Yeah, it just wasn't the right time.
So you said to her, listen, as great as you are, I have to leave you because I need to go out and experience strange.
It's just it's the worst time to get to
the rebound trip, yeah.
It's the worst time to get together with someone for serious.
What agency was she with?
She was not a model.
She was not a model?
She's unbelievably beautiful, but not a model.
Does your current wife, your wife, have a song about her that you've written?
Oh, yeah.
You say current wife, like there's going to be more.
Well, of course there's going to be more.
The night I met my wife, I said, oh, you're my future ex-wife. And when she gave me her number, it said, Jordan, your future ex-wife.
Your first wife probably got to benefit from Nirvana even more than you did. I mean, she probably walked away with half the Nirvana money, no?
Halvesies. Let's say
Halvesies, right? Because you didn't have a prenup at that point. When you got married the first time, you were not...
I don't know if I'm contractually obligated to be able to talk about it. I think I might...
You still can't even
I
talk
might not
about
be
it.
able to...
But you
I'm
lost...
sure you understand.
Yes, I do. Oh, I understand very well. But you lost a lot of money there, I would imagine, right?
At that point, that totally didn't even matter to me.
Really?
Yeah, not at all.
See, I would have written a whole album about that. I'm way different than you. Oh, so you, after your first marriage, you went out and you had some fun.
That's some fun,
You
sure.
had some fun. You met a lot of great women.
He was
We had
single
some
for a
fun.
long time.
I mean,
right?
Taylor taught me how to do it.
just
I didn't even know how to do
Oh,
it.
you know how to do it.
I had just joined the band, and the band was sort of like holding on a little bit to this sort of punk rock ethos, like, you know, no chicks backstage.
Yeah, we don't like chicks.
Yeah, and all
Fuck
that. And I
that.
said, fuck that, dude. You're in Nirvana, man. Let's go get laid.
Yeah, because Nirvana was sort of the anti, like, we're not
Rock
Zeppelin.
stars,
We're
yeah.
not David Lee Roth, where we go and point out the chicks in the audience and bring them backstage.
I
and
mean,
all of
when
that.
I was 18,
Yeah, fuck that.
I could never get chicks when I was 18. There's no way. And then I got into Nirvana, and it wasn't about that at all. And then the Foo Fighters started, and I was married.
Right.
And then we go out on the road, and then the marriage ends, and Taylor's like, let me show you how to do it.
Yeah. The Taylor, I never thought you would get married in a million friggin' years. I mean, what
Oh,
happened
dude,
here?
I can't be fucking, 40 years old trolling, titty
See,
balls.
that's what's sad. The last thing you want to be is a 40-year-old guy, like, at Scores, like, inviting people,
So you settled down. Where'd you meet this girl?
At my house.
At your house.
Well, how does that happen?
He just hung a sign on it.
She came into my house, and we were having like a little get together, and a buddy of mine said, "I'm bringing my wife's best friend over," and
Nice.
she came over, and my house had been on. I was on one of the first episodes of Cribs, and I'm telling you, I bought my first house, which we live in now, was like just some 70s track house, and the first thing she did was she walked into the house and she goes, "This house wasn't on fucking Cribs. This place is a dump." That was the first thing I ever heard my wife say to me. So.
And when she walked in, was she dressed very hot? Did she have
Hell yeah.
What did she have on? Like a mini skirt or
She just
something?
looked, something.
She looked good.
She looked good. She's got a body for days.
And how do you know when the party should stop? I mean, okay, she was great, but so was everyone. Oh, there she is. Look at this.
I was immediately like,
You were smitten.
Yeah, there she is.
There she is.
Picture.
And lucky her, now she lives in that dumpy track house.
Yeah,
She made him do it. They did a little renovation.
Yeah, she remodeled the shit out
They
of
did a little
that.
remodel.
Yeah, she knew what she needed.
Yeah.
Bigger closets, this kind of
You
thing.
know what the best? Like this huge remodel, and then you know what Taylor does? He builds a grotto.
Yeah.
He's got like a Playboy grotto by the pool.
Oh, you kidding?
So good.
Yeah, I had to at least have a little bit of that.
There had to be a little bit of Taylor in the
It's
house.
a man cave. It's a man cave.
Exciting.
It's a cave.
It's exciting. So how long has this marriage been going on?
We're like 5 or 6 years in.
And there's kids involved?
Oh, yeah.
No
See,
kidding.
we haven't
yeah.
seen them in a long time.
We grew up, guys.
Do you guys hang out with each other when you're not making music, or is it just
Right,
basically-
play dates with the kids.
You know what? We're
Play
together
dates.
so much
Right.
on the road and in the studio that really the only time that we get away from each other is those weeks, well, a week or two in between.
I see. So you
work.
have your own
So it's
lives.
like, get the fuck away. Me and Dave go out and mountain bike together.
Is
a
it possible that you guys are good dads, or are you really absentee dads?
No.
Let's be honest. Wait a
Good
second.
dads.
We're on the road all the time.
bit. We got the kids with us right now.
Is that right?
Oh,
Where
and,
are the kids
Saturday
right
Night
now?
Live, dude.
Yeah.
We went for our sound check, and all of the fucking kids were there. It
They're
was
never going to have us
insane.
back. That's the last time.
Yeah.
They'll never
It
ask
was
us back.
annoying.
It was
There was like
insane.
14 children.
You know what I love about Saturday Night Live, and I watched it, and I still to this day, starting from when I used to watch it when I was in college, the last couple of minutes when everyone's just standing on the stage, I never get tired of watching that. Helen Mirren's there, and she's with Foo Fighters, and she's obviously, well, her, she knows not to say the Foo Fighters. She says Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters are here.
Yeah, Foo Fighters are here. and like you're all standing on stage, and it's such an interesting dynamic to see everyone
hugs who, and
Yeah,
how
who hugs who.
awkward that
Well, I
is.
like how the cast
It's like
members hug
farting in
each
an
other.
elevator.
Yeah,
The cast members hug each other.
They've
Like,
seen each other all week.
Yeah.
you guys don't like each other. Come on.
Yeah, it's weird. And then I notice certain cast members will come up to the band, the Foo Fighters, and start hugging different guys. And then there are other cast members who kind of keep their distance.
We know some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them we don't. So we usually hug the people we know first.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it works.
It's a weird dynamic, but it's
Is
fun
it up
to
to
watch.
you to make the move?
It's pretty awkward.
Or it is up
Yeah.
to the cast members?
I don't know.
I can swear you almost backed off one of them.
Yeah.
The cats were. Is there pressure to hug, though? I mean, do you feel obligated?
hug.
You
Yeah,
should
you should
hug.
It's part of it.
I always go say hi to the band, too.
You know, it's a big week.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is it weird to be there and play in front of another band, like, because those guys are musicians and they're looking at you envious?
Yeah, we're bros
Yeah, we
with
like
them.
those guys.
I know that drummer.
They peek over the-
Yeah, we've done that show so many times, and I'm always like, hey, what's up? I check out what kind of cymbals he's using and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, the music sounded really good on there because I hadn't heard the new album and I didn't know what was going on with it. I should plug Foo Fighters' new album "Wasted Light," featuring the single "Rope," is in stores tomorrow. For additional information and tour dates, go to FooFighters.com. I guess I'll let you guys out of here. I don't know. I should probably play one of the songs. Should I play a little bit of "Rope"?
Sure.
What does this mean, rope? I don't understand. What does it mean?
What are we talking about?
Does it mean?
I don't know. That song we wrote it about 4 years ago at a sound check, and I started writing lyrics for it. And
You wrote this 4 years ago.
the instrumental is about 3-4 years
Yeah,
ago.
well, Australia, I think.
Yeah.
Is that what happens when you write a song like this? You have an instrument, you have the music in your head, so
Yeah.
to speak, and then what do? You put it down,
And then
on-
it becomes a melodic idea. Then I start thinking, okay, well, this is how I would sing it, and then I write lyrics to sort of.
But take me back. It's 4 years ago you wrote that thing, so it's not constantly in your head. What do? Do you hum it into a tape recorder? Because you don't write music. You don't know how to write down the notes.
Well, if it's memorable enough to actually, if you can remember it, it might be worth keeping.
you
If
mean you don't get neurotic where you say,
I don't have anything with me right now?
Like in the my music comes to me in the shower.
Right.
And so that's where I do most of my writing. So and whacking my pud. So when you're, let's say you're in the shower. I don't know if it ever happens to you there. And suddenly this great tune comes into your head.
Yeah.
Okay, for Rope. And then you don't even know it's called Rope yet. I would neurotically run to something, some place I could write it down.
Yeah.
That doesn't occur to you?
I've done it sometimes where, like, I'll hum it into an answering machine, or I'll write it down on a piece of paper, or just write the notes, you know.
Oh, so you do know how to write notes?
No, I don't. I just write A, B, C, or whatever, you know. Chords.
Because you can hear the chords in your head.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. And so, but
I mean, if it's something that you can actually, if it's worth remembering, then use it. If
I
it's
think
not,
I think I remember reading that when John Lennon and Paul McCartney were writing songs early on, their whole trip was they didn't probably have tape recorders when they were living in Liverpool. They always said if they could remember it the next day,
it was worthwhile.
It was
worthwhile.
But that would make me insane. If I had the tune to Yesterday in my head, I would be like, this is so fucking good. And maybe I don't have the words yet, and it's scrambled eggs or whatever the hell it was. But I would be so neurotic. Like, I know I walk around with a piece of paper all the time. I have some ability on a phone or something to write down an idea of some topic I want to do on the air. It's always because I would
you
get...
leave stuff on your cell phone sometimes, don't you?
I do, but I've lost ideas like that before too.
Yeah, because
like,
if you're walking
I'm so
around-
excited about it, and then the next day I can't remember it.
Yeah, and you
Right.
start
So
doing something
pissed.
else,
But you
it's
see,
gone.
that's the slacker in you. That's the guy who says,
Oh,
hey,
yeah, dude.
I don't leave every
I
dollar
don't
on
know
the
which
table.
side of the brain it is that makes you like a good person, but that's the side that doesn't work.
But maybe that makes you the good person that you are because you're not in it for every penny and you're not into it.
And you're not crazy neurotic.
Yeah, you don't seem neurotic.
Definitely not neurotic.
Yeah, that's good. All right,
Thanks.
So Rope came to you about 4. I imagine it's about shooting ropes, like in a porno.
In a
with
porn?
a big thick load of
Ropes of sperm
right sperm.
of semen. That should be in parentheses.
What does rope mean? Do you not talk about that?
No, I mean the chorus. It says, "Give me some rope, I'm coming loose,"
See,
and so right,
Coming.
Yeah.
coming.
Sing,
Give
coming
me
loose.
some rope. I'm coming. Like a suicide song.
No, it's more about
Give me some
a lot of
distance?
a lot of the love songs that I've written have had to do with the feeling of being restrained by commitment, but liking it.
Right, but you feel both ways about it. You're committed, and that feels comforting. But also, gee, sometimes I need my space. I need to be free.
Sure.
And that lives inside of you.
Right.
Where is this song, Rope, Baba Booey? Let me listen to a little of it. They don't even have it.
Oh, stop.
Oh, here it is. Rope and Gary Page One Green.
You got it?
I got it. Okay, I have it, boys.
Of course they have
I
it.
like the studio.
Nice,
This is
huh?
really nice.
You've never been here.
No, this is way.
Shows you, I've made it.
Way nicer than that dump before.
You're not kidding. This is my garage, boys. That's right. This is my garage. Look at this. Computers, everything. Let me hear a little of this rope. Let me see if you nailed this song or not.
Made in a garage.
Yeah. Do you watch American Idol?
Kind of a little bit. I started recently just because Steven Tyler was on there.
Why does no one admit to watching? I watch it. Robin says, "Oh, I just passed by it." Everyone I know passes by it.
So you're committed. You like to watch it.
I love it.
You have a favorite.
I vote. What is it?
You call and vote?
That's